We at the Rhythm Doctor Lounge welcome you to our new news system that's totally not a few days late, RDirect. Here we have sneak peeks at the newest editor, R19, even though it's already out, coming along with Rhythm Doctor's early access release, which happened a few days ago. We hope you enjoy our presentation and are excited as we are for these new features. Let's take a look.
Did someone give Cole a double shot of espresso again? Well, at least he's staying here. It's a lot easier to... Cole? Hey Cole, can you stay still for a second so I can help you?
Get sent, go!
Whoa! Mr. Brew!
Sent, go!
Window Dance. One of the most anticipated features is finally released, much to everyone's joy and streamers' despair.
Stop!
Hey, did you see that stutter has been finally added to the editor?
Are you okay? Is there something messing with your connection?
Well, I don't think I have any connectivity abortus. No, I'm just messing with the new stutter VFX on the editor. You can set the place in the timeline, the length of the stutter, and have it repeat as many times as you want, as many times as you want, as many times as you want, as many times.
Oh dear, we should get someone to take care of this.
As many times as you want, as many times as you want, as many times as you want.
Hey, did you hear one of the developers really likes bananas?
Really? I thought they really liked bread.
Well, I feel that someone at 7 Beats Games really likes bananas, because now you can slip in banana beats wherever you want, at any time, by middle-clicking the Set Row X event.
Huh. I wonder when bread will be added to the game.
You can say they'll be making a lot of bread when the game comes out, huh? Oh!
Hello Logan. So I heard from the nurses. Would you mind telling me about it? I haven't heard much from them. Intriguing. Is there more? Oh. Introducing Heldbeats, a new and somewhat odd beat type characterized by their rolling sound effect. Instead of just tapping these, or slamming them, we at the RHS do not judge based on button press preference. You'll need to listen carefully and hold the defibrillator button down for as long as the beat was held. Other beats that were supposed to take place during the hold will be automatically played, so there's no need for any extra equipment. Making levels is cool, but what if the intern presses too many they get to the end 11 and misses section, play a new sound. If I hit this beat, Logan becomes a samurai. That worked! The power of conditionals has come to the editor. Now you can do cool new things like creating a menu, making multiple endings to that song you really like, or even make the level faster when you play well. Now with the power of math, you can create more effects than before. Activate Hall of Mirrors on hit, but don't on a miss? We've got you covered. Play a singer when you miss important beats. The possibilities are endless. Don't you hate it when you have to copy and paste the same effects 100 times, and next thing you know, there's no more gray on the effect timeline? Tired of having your friends and family look at your VFX timeline and be concerned for your mental health? With event tags, those days are long gone. Press Shift and 0 to add a tag to any event, then use the new run tag event to call it at any point in the level, much like a function in programming. Tagged events will always execute in order of appearance up until the end of the bar, and hey, I've bundled this with room and sound events as well, so you can tag those too.
That sure has been a lot to cover so far. Hey intern, I'm sure you're really excited to play new custom levels with these new features, right? Oh, there you are. Hey, can you get Ian in here too? Nice. That's right. You can now have the hands appear at any time in your levels. Both? Neither? Just one? Or the other? Hey, you guys look different than before. You guys get some new equipment? I love the new buttons. I bet you'll push your way to victory with those. What? Was it that bad? Did I push your buttons?
Get, set, go! You're certainly all familiar with one-shot beats, but lately we've noticed an odd occurrence coming from a lot of patients. That's why we've upgraded our defibrillators to account for the all-new skip shots. Listen carefully for the cue, then rest for the next beat. This is for all those times one-shots felt a little too constant, and even free shots wouldn't be spicy enough. Speaking of,
and stop.
I'm sick of counting these beats in my head. Someone count for me, gosh dang it. Louder! In Japanese! In bird!
S+. Good job.
Wow, the Rhythm Doctor community sure can come up with a lot of crazy concepts, but most of these can never be implemented, right? Introducing custom methods. It may not be C#, but RD language is plenty powerful enough to do some crazy things, from randomization, to looping bars, to even using the arrow keys. In case you didn't think the RD editor was close enough to a game engine, custom methods open the door to a virtually endless number of possibilities. As well as in the custom method block, RD language can also be used with conditionals. We've got an array of variables to use, and even a bunch of them that you can set yourself. So go on, get your programming hats and aspirin ready, and get to work. The Rhythm Doctor Lounge is not responsible for any shenanigans performed via custom methods.
S+. Good job.
Hello, I'm Bunner, and what you're about to see is a level that I made, and then passed to Xeno, that spawned out of the idea of a level with multiple endings. And then I kind of went overboard. Shade is a song with a harsh 7/8 time signature that gets interrupted every few bars with a bar of 3/8. There were a few different approaches I had in mind, and since Shade's emphasis is in a 2-2-3 pattern, my thoughts fell on irregular one-shot patterns and holds, both of which I ended up using. While the first verses use these hold patterns as well as classics, going into the first chorus, you might notice the one-shot pattern that shows up. This pattern's important. It's used for the majority of the song, actually. Oh, and these other two rows, I should probably explain those. These two rows, I'm calling them memory rows, are entirely optional to hit. They're not required for an S rank, but hitting or not hitting them will influence what ending you get. The top row is considered the bad memory row, while the bottom row is considered the good memory row. You can probably decipher that based on lyric placement and the characters representing them. After that first chorus, things might seem wrong. Even Logan himself is getting chills. Also, that one-shot pattern from earlier can be affected by skip shots and free shots too. Sorry. Oh, if you're curious, wondering how this memory row stuff all works, there's a handful of variables behind the scenes that are counting how many times you hit either the good or bad rows. At the end of the first 2 choruses, whichever row you hit will add to their event counter, which adds up to decide what ending you get. Something you might also notice during your own playthrough of this level is that the dialogue won't necessarily match up. Past the beginning of the level, all of the dialogue is completely dependent on how you've been playing the level out. There's dialogue from going from a bad first chorus to a good second chorus, good first chorus to a tied second chorus, etc., etc. What else was in the script? Oh, right, credits. So, the 2 mask guys were made by DPS 2004, and the custom Logan sprites were made by Xeno. Xeno also helped a lot with charting the VFX, especially at this end section. You're not seeing some of it now since this ending, but there's a room full of static that gets faded in here for all the other ones.
S+. Good job.
Today, we have showed you the new editor features coming to R19. A variety of game-changing, powerful events such as call custom method, window dance, conditionals, and so much more. We look forward to see what creators will do with these new features in the future. That's all for today's RDirect. Thanks for watching. Wait, we're not supposed to end the broadcast here? Well, this is awkward. Before we wrap things up, we have one last thing to announce. Give me a moment to set things up though.
S+. Good job.